deputies found his 10-month-old son dead at the scene. Best has been booked into the Bonneville County Jail and will remain in jail until he is arraigned.
Thank you, Sydney. And we will turn to your forecast now, where we had snow and then rain and then the sun came out, and it turned out to be a beautiful end of the day for many of us. Now things are quiet, but that may not necessarily be a good thing if you are planning to get up and get out the door early Sunday morning, because look at our temperatures. We are just now beginning to touch freezing across the Rafter Prairie. Deer Park is already quite chilly, down into the 20s, and we've just hit 32 at Spokane International, and in the valley we've just gotten down to 30 degrees here in the last several minutes. What does this mean? It means all that slush on the side roads and the sidewalks and everything else today is going to start freezing up again tonight, and that means some really slippery conditions, because take a look at these road temperatures. So just to show you, or for example, sidewalk temperatures. So things are going to be freezing up and things are going to be quite slippery, so just be careful as you're headed out the door in the morning. Temperatures will be down into the mid-20s, and yeah, we're not quite done with the snow just yet. So we'll talk about how long we'll see that snow tomorrow. Plus, there's a lot of rain in your extended forecast.
Matt, thank you. A Kettle Falls man died in a crash on Highway 395 near Colville yesterday afternoon. Washington State Patrol says it happened at around 3 o'clock near Williams Lake Road. 68-year-old Stephen Fan was driving on the highway when his car left the road and crashed into a tree. He was pronounced dead at the scene. WSP says there was compact snow and ice on the highway and is reminding drivers to use care and caution in winter weather conditions. One person was killed in a car crash involving a semi-truck in Grant County last night. Washington State Patrol says 79-year-old Judy Colascio was heading west on State Route 26, 15 miles north of Mattawa, when she crossed over the center lane and struck another car eastbound head-on. Authorities say she was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver who was hit was not injured. The cause of that crash is under investigation. And the war in Ukraine continues to drive many families and kids from their homes. One Ukrainian refugee family in Liberty Lake wants to let others know that there's still hope. Tonight, Peter Choi shares their inspiring story of becoming homeowners.
After months of moving from country to country, one Ukrainian family marked a major milestone, finding their home here in Liberty Lake. And tonight they're thankful for this new opportunity, and they want to set an example of hope for other refugees.
It's a journey that no one saw coming. It was very difficult because all border crossing was blocked off, she says. Driving for 8 days, Lydia Klemenko and her family were desperately fleeing from the war. I thought there was no future after living through the first days of war, she says. She and her family landed in Spokane with hope for a new home.
Just kind of started out as like a dream, just sort of like, could this even happen? Could it work?
The Thrive Center and local real estate broker were there to help.
I'm a first-generation American, you know, I just think everyone should have a chance. You know, I never say, well, that's not going to work, even though a lot of people might feel like it won't or think it wouldn't work. And I say, hey, if people are willing to work hard and figure out a way, you know, you can make things happen.
After weeks of getting documents and waiting for approval, her family now has a place to call a home. She says, it's my dream. It's a miracle. I believe in miracles because miracles do happen. Then I asked her husband what home means to them. He says home is peace. Home is everyone here with me. Home is where nothing is blowing up and flying over my head. It is everything. And one last message to community in Spokane.
Thank you, Spokane. Merry Christmas.
In Liberty Lake, Peter Choi for Orange Now.
Oh, well, we hope you've enjoyed this final full Saturday of college football. And tomorrow morning, we'll be finding out the 4 teams that are going to be playing in the college football playoff on New Year's Day. One team we know is going to be there is the Washington Huskies. Last night, they took down the 5th-ranked Oregon Ducks in a thrilling and possible final Pac-12 championship game to cap off a 13-0 season. Heisman Trophy candidate Michael Penix Jr. was named the game MVP after throwing for more than 300 yards and the game-winning touchdown late in the 4th quarter. But once again, weekend, the Huskies didn't make it easy for themselves with their nation-leading 8th single-digit win of the season. Hard to believe they got through that schedule unscathed. However, that may be more of a testament to the strength of the Pac-12 more than the struggles of Washington.
The other part is just understanding how strong the conference was this year. You know, there were 8 teams at one point, I believe, that were ranked in the top 25. And we played the best ones, and we played one of them twice. I don't think there's anyone else in the country that's gone through what we went through, and we did it not just at the beginning of the year and it was spread out. We did it at the end of the year, you know, and we won 4 games against 4, you know, top teams here in November and now in December.
Now, while the Huskies are departing for the Big Ten next year, the Washington State Cougars are staying put in the Pac-12 as they begin the long road to rebuild the conference. And yesterday, they got some big news on that front. We'll be talking about it a little bit later in sports. Sydney, send it back over to you.
Thank you, Alex. And you've probably heard about thieves targeting cars in our areas. A local dealership is offering some free help for those car owners. That story's coming up after the break. And 49 Degrees North Ski and Snowboard Resort is now open for this season. See what's new on the slopes this year.
And certainly everybody who was looking forward to ski season was happy about this weekend. Hopefully those resorts can hold on to that snow because we're getting a lot warmer and a lot rainier ahead in your forecast.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles and get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. Make the holidays bright at your local Ford dealer.
Yeah! Eat big, spend small. Eat that big, oh my, Carl's Cali Classic Charbroiled Burger flavor. In a full meal combo with small fries and a drink for just $5.99. Big, small, win, win.
Meet Gold Bond Daily Healing, a powerhouse lotion that moisturizes, heals, and smooths dry skin with 7 moisturizers and 3 vitamins. And new Gold Bond Healing Sensitive, clinically shown to heal and moisturize dry, sensitive skin. Gold Bond.
Isn't this amazing? Yeah! Whoa! I'm kind of bored. You're bored? Are you insane? It's not like a Kraken game or anything. A Kraken game? The fun, the excitement, the drama, Brandon Tanev's hair.
Win 2024 Seattle Kraken season tickets. Seattle Kraken Scratch. There's nothing like it.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Happy holidays.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the nota bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
If you can't resist the flavor of the Carl's Jr. Guacamole Bacon Burger, charbroiled beef, crispy bacon, and lots of house-made guacamole, it's okay. Everyone gives in to the guac. Free guacamole bacon burger with new My Rewards sign-up.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles and get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. Make the holidays bright at your local Ford dealer.
Welcome back. A local Hyundai dealership hosted a free event today to help prevent break-ins and thefts in its vulnerable models. Spokane Hyundai is asking Hyundai car owners to get a free software update for potential theft prevention. Service manager Chris Kemp says a software update makes it difficult for thieves to steal your car.
It puts in an immobilizer on the vehicle when you use the lock and unlock with your remote fob. So that way when you lock it with the remote fob, if someone was to break into your vehicle, it would be able to stop someone from starting your vehicle without a key. sticker that we put in.
A free software update event is also happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Kemp says make a reservation ahead of time if you need to get other days.
And we'll turn now to your forecast, where we're getting a little break from all of the active weather that we've seen. And the majority of what we're going to see now is not going to be snow. And I'll show you some of the reasons for that coming up here. But here's the radar picture. Still had some snow throughout the evening around Lookout Pass. Most of that has begun to move off. The next round of moisture, you can see kind of tracking to the north here through the Portland area and across the Columbia River Gorge. It is headed our direction, but it has brought in some warm air. Look at Lewiston. We're at 41 right now, but you can see with the clear skies how quickly we're cooling off in some other areas. 16 right now in Colville, 18 in Omak. We're in the right at the freezing line in Spokane. So in these areas that do freeze tonight, we're going to see slick and slippery conditions, plus a good chance for a little bit of snow to fall on top of that, but it's not going to last for long, because by this afternoon, our snow level is even above the mountain passes, which will be good news for pass travel. It'll just be slushy instead of slippery. And then look, by the time we get to Monday, our snow levels are way up there, almost 10,000 feet. So we're going to be talking about a lot of melting snow, especially because there's going to be rain falling on top of that. But let's look at tomorrow first to show you what to expect. So this is Sunday morning. So basically all the Columbia Basin, you'll be seeing rain. But as you work your way up in elevation towards places like Grand Coulee, you'll start to see some snow or wintry mix within that with the cooler temperature. Same goes for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene to at least start the day. But as we warm up, especially at the bottom of the valley, we'll switch over to rain or snow that is pretty unlikely to accumulate. Not even really going to talk about snow amounts tomorrow, because it really is going to be just a sloppy, slushy dusting at most. Then by the afternoon, we get another kind of break here, or what will be more light scattered showers, and that's how the rest of your day will go. So most of the action is going to be during the morning hours. Either way, you still need the waterproof boots and the rain gear. We'll continue to see snow, at least for the first half of the day, on the passes. That's why winter storm warnings will continue all the way through Sunday afternoon in the Cascades and in the Bitterroot Mountains of Idaho. If you're headed towards Snoqualmie or Stevens Pass, it is bad travel conditions in the morning, but improving as that snow level rises throughout the day. Over Lookout and 4th of July Pass, with the rising snow level comes the snow, but with non-accumulation or slushiness, that's certainly a lot better when it comes to road conditions. So that is a plus there as well. So let's go to your 7-day forecast. Highs are going to be in the 40s tomorrow afternoon. Better get used to that, because it continues through Monday. Tuesday, we're almost at 50 degrees, and it just keeps raining. You're not going to see 100% 3 days in a row too often. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how much rain we could see, because it's a doozy coming up in the next half hour.
All right, thank you, Matt. And speaking of snow, take a look at these photos from the Department of Transportation. This morning, crews were hard at work, working to plow and treat several different highways in our areas. And there's also plenty of snow on the passes this morning. That's why the Washington Department of Transportation wants to remind you to obey all restrictions while going over the passes.
If it says traction tires required, that means traction tires are required. It's not recommended, it's a requirement. Our closure times would be vastly reduced if people would follow the restrictions.
The DOT recommends you stay off the road until conditions improve. But if you really need to go out, make sure you're driving carefully and give yourself plenty of time. 49 Degrees North Ski Resort opened for business today with some new amenities, and local businesses in Chewelah are excited for the ski season. The resort is introducing new ski runs and adding snowmaking machines. Plus, a 7,000 square foot extra space is ready for you to come hang out in between runs. More customers means a stronger economy for the town.
More job opportunities for people in the area. It gives us the opportunity to be more competitive with pay. So those are all things that really benefit the region.
Partnering with 49 Degrees North, the Mesticua Hotel is also finishing up construction right now. The new hotel will have 69 rooms, ski locker rooms, and a shuttle service. It is expected to open early next year. And Lookout Pass is also opening this weekend. The resort announced it's opening on Sunday. No word yet on what trails will be open. The company says all that info will be in this Sunday's snow report. Now, we had a jam-packed day of college football, but one of the most exciting nights of the year happened right in our own backyard as the Spokane Chiefs hosted their annual teddy bear toss. Coming up in sports, Alex Crescenti shows us the magical moment from this evening.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter. With current prices and expenses going up, Cal Auto Credit would like to help you lower your monthly payments and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Plus, you'll start the new year off with less stress while improving your credit score.
Can't afford it? Don't sweat it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the nota bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. The big beefy boy that started it all. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
A huge part of many people's lives is debt, and it's just not something a lot of people like to talk about. A couple years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. During the healing process, I really accrued a lot more debt, and I knew I needed to find a solution. I went into BCU full of nerves and full of fear, and they helped me immensely. I realized the personal loan was the right option for me. These days, I am healthy, I have all my finances under control, and I'm a lot less stressed.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $249 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
KXLY, celebrating 70 years on the air.
And welcome back. With the final Pac-12 football game in the books, an uncertain offseason is set to begin for the Washington State Cougars. But yesterday, the university announced their plans for at least the short term. Our Alex Crescenti joins us now. And Alex, before the Cougs can even think about rebuilding the Pac-12, they've got to figure out at least the next season, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Pac-12 is down to just Washington State and Oregon State to this point here. But both institutions want to rebuild the conference in the long term. But for 2024, well, yesterday the schools announced a scheduling partnership with the Mountain West Conference. Now, this deal is strictly for football only, as both WSU and OSU will play 6 Mountain West opponents next year, 3 at home and 3 on the road. However, all these games will be considered out-of-conference matchups. Neither school is eligible for the Mountain West Championship game or any potential payouts to the college football playoff. And, well, we don't have an exact schedule yet. We have a good idea of who the Cougs are going to be facing off next year, with San Jose State and San Diego State already slated. Portland State's going to be representing the FCS opponent, and the Apple Cup will continue out at Lumen Field.
Going forward, it's all about building a playoff caliber team. That's the focus of every college football team at the Division I level. And those are the opportunities that our scheduling, alliance and partnership allows us to do. And that'll be the focus of the process going forward.
Now, there is still one more available date on the schedule for the Cougs next year, as the university wants that to be against a Power 5, or I guess we're calling it a Power 4 program at this point. And they want that to be in Pullman. Texas Tech has been rumored to be that team. We're going to find out probably in the next couple of weeks or so. Now, one player that's not going to be there next season is cornerback Cam Ward, because he he's a senior, but also he's declaring for the NFL draft. Lampkin only spent 2 years at Washington State after transferring from Utah State, but this past season was his breakout year. He finished with 34 tackles and 7 pass deflections, coming up with some timely deflections like that one against Oregon State. Now, staying in Pullman, the Cougar men's basketball team hosted Portland State this afternoon. In the first half, Cougs poke one out from the Vikings. The transfer Isaac Jones on the fast break finishes with a dunk. Just the start of a big day for him. A couple of minutes later, it's going to be Jones playing in the post this time, makes a nice little spin move to the basket, gets the bucket to go and the foul. He finishes with a game-high 27 points and 11 rebounds. How about that for a double-double? But the other nice surprise from the Cougs has been Miles Rice. In the second half, PSU leads, but off the rebound, Rice with the drive to the basket, gets that to go and the foul. Washington State pulls away in this one late, 71-61. They improved to 6-1 on the season.
You know, we were good attacking them inside. They really locked up on our perimeter, and then, like I said, they were really scrappy. And you know, us not having Joe, we're kind of adjusting that a little bit, and it was good for I think for our confidence to win a tight, tough, contested game.
Okay, staying in the college basketball world, this one just went final. Gonzaga beats USC down in Las Vegas. Big game for Gonzaga. A lot of people would have picked USC to be the favorite in this one, but Gonzaga gets the win. They remain 6-1 on the season there. And more importantly, they will probably be in the top 10 when the polls come out on Monday, with a bunch of teams losing within that top 10. So they look pretty good there. Dusty Stromer leads Gonzaga with 15 points. Graham Ike 14 and 11 himself. Now, over in the Kibbe Dome, Idaho's in quite the battle against Southern Illinois. That one just went to the fourth quarter, but the Salukis are threatening within the 5-yard line of the Vandals. First home game of the playoffs in 30 years for Idaho. They're going to have to come from behind and win this one because it does look like Southern Illinois is going to take that lead, but we will have an update on that score later on. Now, Sydney, have you ever been to a Spokane Chiefs game?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well,
I know. I need to go.
If you go, because we talked about all this college football, college basketball action today, but the biggest excitement of the day came right across the street from us over at the Spokane Arena, because it was the annual Teddy Bear Toss night with the Spokane Chiefs. Everyone waiting for that all-important moment. It comes at the 11th minute, mark of the second period. Owen Martin finds the shot in the back of the net, and the celebration is on. Look at that scene, just hundreds, maybe thousands of teddy bears being tossed to the ice. Now that's going to go to a great cause. They're all donated after this game. Just look at that every single year. You will not find a better visual than that. Let's soak it in for a minute.
Oh my gosh. How many teddy bears do you think? Take a guess.
I'm going to say 1,200.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Like, look at that. It's incredible. Like, you have to stop the game because there's so many.
I love it. Yeah, that definitely is a visual that I will never forget. I need to go to a game.
Next year.
Absolutely. Yes, next year. Absolutely.
All right. 4 News Now. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. The big beefy boy that started it all. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
The holidays inspire us all to connect. With family, with friends, no matter what the road throws at you. So find the connection you're looking for this winter in a new SUV with standard all-wheel drive during the Mazda Season of Inspiration sales event.
With effortless power and the reliability of iActive all-wheel drive, Mazda CUVs are built for the Pacific Northwest. Take a test drive today at Foothills Mazda or shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY+.
It's time
to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter. With current prices and expenses going up, Cal Auto Credit would like to help you lower your monthly payments and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Plus, you'll start the new year off with less stress while improving your credit score.
Can't afford it? Don't sweat it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
Arby's, 2 for $7. Every day, a classic, a favorite, an Arby's legend. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Welcome back. In news around the world, the Israel Defense Forces struck over 400 targets throughout the Gaza Strip in the first 24 hours after a week-long truce with Hamas expired. That's according to a statement today from the IDF. Israel's prime minister saying that it will continue ground operations in Gaza until all of its goals are achieved. Those goals including freeing hostages and, quote, eliminating Hamas. We'll have the latest details from the Middle East on Israel's war with Hamas coming up later on 4 News Now. Well, some of the lowest paying jobs in the country are filled by the people making your food. Earlier this year, a local chef went nearly blind, unable to work or pay rent. He says he was hesitant to reach out to help, but thanks to the local food service industry, he didn't have to. When local chef Mike Bosch lost vision due to a diabetes diagnosis, he was unable to work and was in a hard place both physically and mentally. But Spokane's food service industry is tight-knit, and they immediately stepped in to help. His friends in the food service industry started hosting fundraisers for him and helping him financially while he was out of work.
When you're not able to see and you don't know who's around you, you kind of close yourself. But when I had the community and my friends and family, come and support me, it made me feel like I can do this.
You might recognize Chef Mike in the Spokane Cookbook. Proceeds from cookbook sales go directly towards Big Table, a nonprofit that helps hospitality workers like Chef Mike. Now, if you're one of those people that likes to eat in the car and you also make a mess while you do it, take a look at this. Chipotle has created a car napkin holder for when you're eating burritos on the go. It's inspired by fans who keep a stash of napkins in their glove box or center console. I can say that I definitely am one of those people that does that. Now, the holder costs $30 and includes a free entry card. I don't know if I would pay $30, but I am one of those people that keeps those napkins, so that might be good. Coming up next, a Washington representative's home was vandalized with calls for a ceasefire in Israel and Gaza. The response right after this break.
And if you think that this weekend was, well, the end of the active weather, oh, no. We are just getting started. You got a storm here, you got a storm here, and there's a lot more to come in what is going to be a busy week on our local radar. I'll show you what to expect after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
Attention, RV shoppers! R&R RV in Liberty Lake has just lowered prices on every motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. Last year's models are slashed to the lowest clearance prices you will ever find. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on Montana, Rockwood, Cougar, Winnebago, and more. Don't delay. R&R RV's fall clearance sale is on now. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Hurry to R&R RV to claim your new RV and save thousands. Visit R&R RV in Liberty Lake, I-90 exit 296, or shop now at rnrrv.com.
I like to dance and it looks like this. I like to dance and it looks like
it's an unprecedented dancing finale.
Who will win the Len Goodman Mirrorball Trophy?
My kind of magic.
Do you have what it takes to win it?
Allison Hannigan.
Jason Mraz.
Charity Lawson.
Ariana Maddox.
Sochi Gomez.
That was your best dance yet!
Your favorites need your live votes.
The Dancing with the Stars finale, live Tuesday on ABC and Disney Plus, and stream on Hulu.
I mean, enough with the cold feet. It's time to move this along. Take the next step.
I hear you. You're tired of waiting.
Yes.
But at Eyeglass World, you don't have to wait. They're not like all those other guys. They make your glasses right there in their same-day lab.
No waiting?
Mm-mm.
Do you mind if I go?
You mind if I finish your cannoli?
For a limited time, get 50% off lenses with frames from many of our designer brands. It's the designer sale, only at Eyeglass World.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Happy holidays.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Good evening to you. I'm Sydney Charles, filling in for Jordan Smith tonight. New details out of the Middle East on Israel's war with Hamas. Fighting has resumed after a week-long ceasefire. The number of people killed in Gaza continues to rise as the humanitarian crisis also grows. ABC's Ines de la Cutera has the latest from Tel Aviv.
The thunderous sound of rockets once again bombing in Gaza. Israel launching airstrikes just moments after the week-long ceasefire with Hamas collapsed. The IDF releasing this video of their attacks. The Hamas-run health ministry says at least 200 people have been killed and over 650 wounded in the past day alone. Hamas also targeting southern Israel, releasing this video showing militants launching drones. Both sides blaming each other for the renewed fighting, and now many questioning the fate of the more than 130 hostages still being held by Hamas, including 8 Americans. In Gaza, the UN says about 1.8 million people have been displaced, many hospitals overrun. Chaotic situations unfolding. You can see injured women and children pouring out of an ambulance and rushing into this medical facility for help.
We cannot see more children with the wounds of war, with the burns, with the shrapnel littering their body, with the broken bones.
Here, a mother standing by with her wounded daughter, screaming, "What's happening is a tragedy." Israel urging people to move even further south. 22-year-old student Tala Herzala already fled the north and now has to move again.
Where's the shelter that we can go and they can't bomb? Tell me just one place. Name it for me and I will go to it.
In Dubai for the United Nations Climate Change Conference, Vice President Kamala Harris joining world leaders to discuss what Gaza will look like once the fighting stops.
We all want this conflict to end as soon as possible and to ensure Israel's security and ensure security for the Palestinian people. We must accelerate efforts to build an enduring peace.
The vice president reiterating as Israel resumes fighting, they must be intentional and limit as many civilian casualties as possible. Ines de la Cutera, ABC News, Tel Aviv.
Now in Western Washington, Democratic Representative Adam Smith's home was vandalized Thursday night. The vandals reportedly calling for a ceasefire in Israel and Gaza. In these images provided by Smith, you can see a garage door spray painted with the words "Baby Killer," "Ceasefire," and "Free Gaza." Smith called the vandalism, quote, troubling and problematic. Smith telling CNN members of the city council, counted elected officials, synagogues and other locations have also experienced acts of vandalism recently. He also said that he recently met with activists to discuss Israel and Hamas. Smith said he is open to further discussions. Now let's check in with Matt Gray with your First Alert forecast.
All right. Thank you, Sydney. It's been a pretty busy weekend. It was nice to see some sunshine and a little bit of calmness before the sun set at the ripe early hour of 4 o'clock today. And we have warmed up significantly, and that is going to be a theme here for the rest of the weekend. We've got more warm temperatures, but we're not quite done with the snow just yet. that is because with our next round of moisture that you saw there at the bottom of your radar screen, we are going to see temperatures drop. And in fact, we are dropping pretty fast in northern Washington. Look at Colville down to 16, Winthrop's down to 19. But you look south into the Columbia Basin where a lot of warm air has filled in throughout the day, and we are above freezing, and it is likely we will stay close to or just above freezing as we head through the night. And in fact, there you go. So just getting down into the upper 20s in Moses Lake and Ritzville later this evening, but look at the Tri-Cities, still above freezing, and we're going to be real close to that freezing line in Lewiston. So what does this mean? Number one, it means that all of those wet roads are likely to be icy in the morning. It also means that we're going to have a chance for some snow to mix in with what will mostly be rain tomorrow. And this is not going to be the end of the rain. In fact, it is only the beginning. More on that coming up.
Matt, thank you. A former Pasco police officer is being retried for the murder of a Spokane woman more than 3 decades ago. Richard Aguirre is accused of killing Ruby Doss, a sex worker, in 1986. Aguirre waived his right to a jury trial late last month. Judge Jeremy Schmidt will decide this case. The defense argued that evidence points to someone other than Aguirre. Aguirre's attorney said Robert Lee, a pimp who was mad at Doss, had motive to kill her. A detective on the case said Lee's name did come up as a person of interest, but evidence showed otherwise. The defense also argued shoe prints found at the crime scene weren't the same size as Aguirre's, but the prosecution had issues with how the prints were measured.
It kind of documents the shoe impression, but you wouldn't be able to enlarge it to the actual size because the ruler is not on the same plane as the shoe impression.
After looking at a diagram of the crime scene, the forensic tech also said the used condom found was separate from where Doss's clothes were. Trial will resume Monday morning. And Walmart is the latest company to stop advertising on X, formerly known as Twitter. In a statement, the retailer says it has found other platforms to reach their customers. It comes a month after Elon Musk was accused of supporting anti-Semitism on that social media platform, which he owns. Other companies have also paused their advertising on X, including Disney, Lionsgate, and Warner Brothers Discovery. Now take a look at this. 2 new vending machines offering free life-saving medication have been installed in Coeur d'Alene and Kellogg. The machines are filled with Narcan, which can save people from an overdose until first responders arrive. The vending machines were installed at the pantry at St. Vincent de Paul and the Shoshone County Fire District. We have more details on those new machines under this story on KXLY.com. Congressman George Santos has been ousted from Congress. What's next after his expulsion and the reaction on Capitol Hill?
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the nota bills, the... Press forward and repeat the options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
How do you think this commercial should start?
A calming melody, and it says what it's like to have an early savings account as a kid. And the star of the commercial will be me.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
It's cool because every month you get to put money in your early savings account.
Do you think you'll make a budget for yourself one day?
Totally.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter. With current prices and expenses going up, Cal Auto Credit would like to help you lower your monthly payments and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Plus, you'll start the new year off with less stress while improving your credit score.
Can't afford it? Don't swerve it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Jennifer Hudson Show.
Weekdays at 2, only on 4 News Now.
We're following news from Washington, D.C. on the historic vote in the House to oust George Santos from Congress. His name has been removed from the 3rd congressional office door and the locks changed. ABC's M. Wynn is on Capitol Hill with reaction to the vote and what comes next.
In a historic political spectacle, Representative George Santos, embroiled in criminal and ethical investigations, now kicked out of Congress. The former Long Island congressman leaving the Capitol after almost all Democrats and half of Republicans voted to expel him, telling reporters,
I no longer have to answer legal questions to you guys.
His expulsion came in the wake of a stunning report by the bipartisan House Ethics Committee that found Santos allegedly stole thousands of dollars from his campaign to make payments for rent, vacations, Botox treatments, and even OnlyFans.
I think that the House overwhelmingly did the right thing.
Many lawmakers say voters in New York's 3rd District now get a redo, especially after Santos was caught lying about his education, career, and family background during his 2022 campaign. Santos still faces 23 federal crimes, including identity theft and accusations that he used his donors' credit cards to make unauthorized charges. All members of the House Republican leadership voted against expelling Santos, knowing his departure would shrink their majority. Speaker Mike Johnson saying getting rid of a lawmaker who hasn't been criminally convicted would set a dangerous precedent, but many rank-and-file members disagreed.
I think the precedent is that we're holding members of Congress to a higher standard.
And here at home, I was waking up to some snowflakes this morning. Matt, what are we looking forward to in the forecast here?
We are looking forward to rain mostly instead of snow. Still going to be a little bit of snow as we're waking up in the morning, but this is what we got to look forward to this afternoon. Not this afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. Although it was pretty warm this afternoon. We're talking about low 40s, upper 40s in the LC Valley. Look at the Tri-Cities, 50s. So things are going to be changing, and they're going to be changing pretty quickly from the morning to the afternoon tomorrow. And up in the mountains, there will even be some changes. That said, winter storm warnings for the Cascades passes and for the Lookout Pass area are still in effect, and that will be in effect until we get to Sunday afternoon. Here's the story, right? It's all about warm air and the snow level. So as we drop below freezing tonight, all of the Spokane area and really most of the inland Northwest will see all that moisture from today, all the slush that's on our area roads and sidewalks freeze up again. So it is going to be slippery in the morning. You do want to be careful if you're up and early on Sunday. Then as we get to the afternoon, things warm up really, really quickly. And in fact, we should end up seeing our snow level, the rain snow line, peak about most of our elevations of our mountain passes. I believe our top one's about 5,500 feet, and that's Sherman Pass on Highway 20. We could drop a little bit as we head into Monday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning, and then we go off the chart for Monday as warm tropical air moves in. How does that affect your pass travel? Snow is still going to be coming down pretty decently in Snoqualmie, Stevens Pass, Blewett, White Pass on Highway 12 during the morning. But as the snow level rises, we're going to see improving conditions there throughout the day. Meanwhile, it's going to be slushy. We'll see some snow from time to time, and it could take a little bit longer for that snow level to start rising over Lookout Pass, which is one of our higher elevation passes in the region. And so we're going to keep it on a use caution for the Idaho passes for travel. And then we come to really what is the next big thing, and it's a big thing, rain, and a lot of it. So there will be some snow, unlikely to accumulate much, if anything, during Sunday morning through about lunchtime, scattered showers later in the day. But then Monday, we're back in the rain once again. And when do we get rid of the rain? We may have a slight break late Monday, but then Tuesday, going into Wednesday. And finally, it's going to take until the end of Wednesday before the rain stops. What are these atmospheric rivers? All that means to you at home is that it's going to be raining and raining and raining and raining. And in fact, look at these totals here for the end of the week. The next 5 days, we're talking about close to a month's worth of moisture in just a week, less than a week. So we're going to see high creeks and streams, lots of melting snow. A couple of things that we're going to be keeping an eye on for you in the First Alert Weather Center. But yeah, you're going to need the raincoat, the rain boots, especially with that melting snow. It's going to be a slushy, muddy mess, especially as we get through Monday and Tuesday as all of this melts off. Sydney?
All right, Matt, lots of rain. Thank you so much. And with millions gathering and traveling during these cold weather months as the holidays approach, respiratory illnesses are climbing across parts of the country. The CDC says 11 states plus New York City and Puerto Rico are experiencing high or very high levels of respiratory illness activity, including RSV, the flu, the common cold, and COVID-19.
The viruses that are causing these infections are not new. The reasons why they're coming in now is probably a multitude of things, including cold weather, increased travel.
The district reporting the most common symptoms include cough, fever, and fatigue. The average age of children impacted is 8 years old, but they have not seen an uptick in hospital admissions and no deaths. The CDC telling ABC News they are monitoring the situation, but there are no unusual patterns of pneumonia nationwide. We're headed right to break. We'll be back after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles and get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. Make the holidays bright at your local Ford dealer.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. I gotta call Swap.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling him.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter. With current prices and expenses going up, Cal Auto Credit would like to help you lower your monthly payments and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Plus, you'll start the new year off with less stress while improving your credit score.
Can't afford it? Don't sweat it. Call Cal Auto Credit.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the not a bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles and get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. Make the holidays bright at your local Ford dealer.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Well, if you think this looks and sounds like Santa's workshop, you're kind of right. That was Ferris High School's woodshop class making toys for families in need this Christmas. Ferris will be donating all of the finished toys to the Christmas Bureau, a local nonprofit that provides holiday assistance to families in need. The students are making everything from scratch. They saw, they drill, they torch, and they sand. This is the second year the class is donating toys to the Christmas Bureau. Children will be receiving toy cars, reindeer, tabletop spinners, and more. One student says this project is more than just a donation.
It also teaches us that to do something greater than ourselves, because not only is it great for the little kids because then they get toys, but we also get experience making the toys, and they are something fairly quickly so that we can make a bunch of them, and it's very easy, so it hones our skills.
So you may not see elves or Santa, but you do see Mr. Mead and his students working to make Christmas for hundreds of families a little bit merrier, one toy at a time. And it is the season of giving, and One Spokane Salon is stepping up to spread some holiday cheer to people who lost everything in the recent wildfires. Des Soleil Salon and Spa is hosting a holiday drive, and it's accepting donations now through December 6th. It started as a holiday decor drive, but now they're switching gears and asking for Christmas gifts, gently used clothes, warm winter gear, bottles of water, and tools. Jennifer Lay, the owner of the salon, saying she hopes the people who were impacted by the fires know their community hasn't forgotten about them.
It gave them a sense of purpose and a sense of dignity and a little bit of love, and I think love goes a long way. In fact, that's our tagline, spreading love like wildfire. We're stronger together. It's the together drive, and the community wants to help. Nobody knows how to do it, and I want the community to know that this is a great way to start.
For a list of drop-off locations, head to our website, KXLY.com. The Northwest Winterfest officially opened yesterday. You can stop by the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center to see the illuminated lantern display from now until December 30th, on Friday from 5 to 8 o'clock, Saturday from 4 to 8 o'clock, and Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. For details on ticket prices, just find this story on our website, KXLY.com. And get your pets in the holiday spirit and show us. Submit your photos to KXLY.com/holidaypets. One lucky person will win a $200 Amazon gift card, courtesy of BECU. And take a look at this. This is Willow in Santa's workshop. So cute, helping Santa get ready to deliver presents to kids. We are accepting new entries throughout the month of December, so you have plenty of time to send us your pet pictures, enter the contest, and maybe end up showing off your pet on Good Morning Northwest and here on 4 News Now. And we'll be back right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This holiday season, Cal Auto Credit would like to give you the gift of an affordable car, truck, or SUV just in time for winter and finance something to fit your budget so you have money left over for Christmas. Happy holidays.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Isn't this amazing? Yeah! Whoa! I'm kind of bored. You're bored? Are you insane? It's not like a Kraken game or anything. A Kraken game? The fun, the excitement, the drama, Brandon Tanev's hair.
Win 2024 Seattle Kraken season tickets. Seattle Kraken Scratch. There's nothing like it.
may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, I do want to make another important point before we say goodbye, and that is what I've said a couple of times here before, but it's really important, especially if you're up and early, you know, whatever you're doing Sunday morning. And that is, you can see our temperatures on your screen right now. We're falling below freezing across Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We've got a lot of slush on the roads, especially the side roads, the sidewalks, everything that wasn't plowed. Now you went from slush and pretty easy to drive into, now it's crusty and it's going to be icy in the morning. Okay. So everybody's got to take a little easy. Don't go running out the door in the morning, right? Because it's going to be fairly slippery, and I think we could certainly see some very thin glaze ice form up as well.
Plus the rain also coming down too. Is that going to affect the roads? Like, what's going on with
I don't think there's going to be too much impact when it comes to that in the morning, just because I think we'll start off as a little bit of light snow, and then as we warm up to rain, the rain will actually help melt down some of that ice. So that will be a positive there. But here's your temperatures right now, and I'll give you an idea of the road temperatures as well. So yeah, everybody just drive real safe in the morning, because this is one of the first situations here where we have a good chance for some of that glaze ice that always causes all of those problems when you least expect it. Won't have to worry about ice here in a couple days when the temperature's close to 50 degrees. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but that's tropical moisture for you, and we talked about it earlier. This is gonna be one of those situations where we're talking about a month's worth of rain in some places just over the next few days. Crazy, crazy stuff. But hey, it's weather in the inland Northwest. It's winter in the inland Northwest.
Definitely.
Yes, it's meteorological winter. Don't get me started on that. Okay.
Gosh. Oh my gosh, definitely. I mean, I'm from California, so I'm just not used to all this, like the weather. You have the snow, then the rain, just back to back. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You know, so it's kind of
you gotta be ready for anything this time of the year, and year after year, we certainly prove that out.
Yeah. Maybe a good time to get the Christmas lights up this week, or no?
I've been done for over a week, Alex.
So you did not procrastinate?
No. No, I procrastinate in a lot of things. I didn't on that.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna admit I've had mine up since the end of November.
No, that's good. I thought you were going to say the start of November.
I'm bad.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.